for you.
Is Kate going to call in?
Not to my knowledge, no. She said she was not going to be able to be present or call in. So.
Junior, you going to take your seat? Okay. You look awfully comfortable. Let's see. I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Today is November 30th. This is a special meeting of the Peoria County Board. Madam Clerk, do we have any citizen comments?
I do not. Oh, none were turned in. I'll put it that way.
Let's
None
do
were
the
turned
roll call first. I skipped over that. Thank you, Jim. Steve.
in. Okay. We'll be at roll call. Member Relaford? Here. Member Windish? And Member Pastusha, just making sure. 16 present.
All right. I'll get back on schedule here. Sheriff Asbo has requested to address the board. Scott, do you have a mic for him? Welcome, Brian.
Nice to see you, Mr. Chairman. And I won't take long. I just want a matter of and it really doesn't have to do much to deal with the topic at hand. So I'm watching my time, but I won't need all that. But first, and I'm not being sarcastic, but I just want to thank the board members for helping me make a huge life decision. After 27 years of serving this county, some of the policy decisions from this board here recently has changed my mindset about my future, and I just want to be transparent with this board as how we move forward. I will not be running for re-election. I'm going to make a public announcement later tonight. And because strictly due to some of the grievances I have right now. I plan to work till I was 62 here. I've done 27 years at the county. Probably would have gave a couple more terms, but there's some policy decisions we can't come back from. And I know Jenny's not here, so I won't talk about some of them because I think they're pending grievances. But I just wanted to talk to the board first and let you know because I will be making a public announcement later. So thank you for your time.
Thank you, Sheriff. Mr. Alsasser?
Well, I'm disappointed to hear the news because I think the sheriff has exemplified a wonderful leadership during a very difficult time these last several years, and he came in and saved us a lot of money and in many different areas, and he's always had the keen interest and the best interest of the Peoria County and the safety of the citizens at hand, and so this is very disappointing and saddening to me, but we'll move on.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll be at item number 2.
Mr. Dillon?
I'm sorry.
I know it's off topic, but I'd be remiss if I know he has one of the most stressful jobs out there, but what that man's done for even in my community, I can't not say something here for him. But from the bottom of my heart, I know this is a tough gig for you, and that this has put a lot of stress on your family and cost you a lot of money. And like I told you, I don't blame you in the slightest. You've served your time at this county, and you've done it honorably. And for that, I appreciate it, and I wish you nothing but the best, and will always be your friend and support you. But I do understand that you've given your all to this, and you're the first one there, one of the last people there, the amount of hours that you put in there. So for that, Sheriff, and for my community and what you've done over there, and then all of Gay, the rest of his guys, they've all been West Peoria, Middle Miss, and Watkins. So for my community, the Sheriff's Department is the shining beacon. So thank you, and I know you'll still have big things to contribute, so I do appreciate it, and I don't blame you for wanting to seek a retirement. You've deserved it.
Jenny?
I just want to second that I hope we can find a way to fill your shoes. I don't know how that can be, but sure appreciate you always being willing to answer questions and help us navigate things with your wisdom. So thank you for your time and service.
Mr. Rosenbaum.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Sheriff, you caught me off guard, but I do want to thank you so much for all that you've done for our county. I don't know who else could have done any better. You've just been fantastic, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Mr. Ricker?
I'm going to add to that, so you did catch me off guard also, and thank you for all the things you've done and coming through COVID and all the challenges we've had. Again, I don't think anyone else could have taken it on or done any better of a job, so appreciate everything you've done, and it'll be a big gap for us, and I wish you well on the future.
All right. I will just add my postscript and a exclamation check to all the comments. Mr. Salzer?
I was just going to thank him also because, just like everyone said, you've got one of the most stressful jobs of anybody around. And I think you've done a fantastic job with what you've had to work with. Because we know that you haven't had the true support that a sheriff really needs. Now, we can mouth it and say, yeah, we support you. But how did we really fail you? I was flabbergasted when you made this announcement. I really was shocked. My stomach even, like before a ball game or something, you get that little knot and so forth. I truly thought you would run, and I don't even know if you'd be opposed.
Yes, please. Go ahead, Rachel.
I also just want to extend my thanks and appreciation for everything the sheriff has done. I look back at the past several years and all the challenges that he has faced and how he's risen in each one of those and just provided such an exceptional service to this community. And I look back and I reflect on that, and I think it's going to be a big loss to us, him not running again. And so I just want to thank you, Sheriff, for all that you've done.
All right. Ditto, Brian. Can I get a motion on the, what, do you need what now? Oh, I'm sorry. I think I'm in committee, Madam Clerk. We're in a full meeting. Go ahead.
We'll be at item number 2, zoning ordinances and resolutions. A resolution from the Redistricting Committee recommending approval of the establishment of new county board district boundaries per the attached resolution.
Mr. Fennell and Ms. Williams. So we have a motion and a second. We had a thorough, I feel like it was thorough, Alan probably feels like it was a thorough discussion on the redistricting. I particularly appreciated some of the comments he made after Mr. Dillon asked for some more elaboration on the how and the why. The who was never the issue. It was the how and the why. And it's good to know we can put people together from different political walks and come to something agreeable. I appreciate the members of the committee who worked on this project in my absence, which also means I had I had no part in crafting or shaping this, as some of my skeptics would probably dismiss that, but I had nothing to do with it, but I'm very proud of the work that the committee did, so I want to thank you. Comments from the members of the board on the resolution. I'll start on my left here, and I'm beginning to scan. Is this going to be one of those fait accomplis? Mr. Rosenbaum. Thank you, Paul.
I just want to thank the committee. I think they did a good job on it. There's always some changes for everybody, and everybody's a little, but I look at it, and I was glad I wasn't the one that, and thank you, Alan and Stephen, for doing it. I'm glad I didn't have to do it. And I think, Alan, you took my advice from the last time. You used a ruler more this time. So a lot more straight lines. I appreciate what they've done, and I'll be voting for it tonight.
That's a compliment, Alan. Moving around the room, Mr. Ricker.
Echo Mr. Rosenbaum's comments. Thank you for the committees for the work they've done, and for Mr. Mayor and Mr. Morris for providing the work in the background and keeping everyone aware and updated, and giving everyone an opportunity to speak and contribute or ask questions. So I think it was a very open and transparent process. So kudos.
That's what you want to hear right there. Mr. Fennell.
Well, I'm also proud that we solicited input from the community. Not that we got a lot, but we opened it up a couple different times for the community to give input on it. So thanks for that. But it was good to work with the whole crew, the committee, both sides, and certainly our two lawyers, Mr. Mayor and Mr. Stephen. Yeah, okay. So thank you very much.
Other members, other comments? Sharon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just appreciate that you appointed me to this committee. It was really an interesting process to go through. I wasn't on the board 10 years ago, so I was not obviously involved. But I really appreciate Alan and Stephen explaining how this all worked and how it all kind of came together. So it was really interesting to learn all about it.
Thank you. Still scanning for that member who has a late comment. Rachel, are you good? Ms. Relaford?
I am, yes.
Okay. All right. Seeing no other comments, please vote.
Member Relaford?
Aye.
Ms. Duncan? You're pressing? Not working? How would you like to vote? And I'll 16 ayes. Next is miscellaneous and announcements.
16 out of 16 present for redistricting. Perhaps Mr. Kravitz wants to calculate what that pass rate is while he's here. It's 100%, Andy. We'd be at miscellaneous. Mr. Rosenbaum.
Well, first of all, Mr. Chairman, I want to thank you. Welcome back. The second thing I'd like to say is Mr. Fennell's birthday was yesterday, and I think we all need to wish him a happy birthday.
60 never looks so good. Happy birthday, Jim. All right. I think I'm scanning the room. I don't see anything. Junior, you're good, right? Oh, the clerk has an announcement. Thank you, sir. Madam Clerk.
This has nothing to do with the county board, but I want to invite everyone to the Grace Family Christmas concert this weekend. I will be singing with them. This will be my 4th year, I think, or 5th year. I can't remember. But it's a very nice concert, and you can bring your family. It is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Where?
Grace Presbyterian Church.
Excellent. Do you know the times?
7 o'clock on Friday and 4 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And on that note, Mr. Elsasser, that note is
You
yours.
still have 2 more days, today and tomorrow, to go to the Greater Peoria Farm Show, which is downtown here at the Civic Center. So
Yes, we do. Thank you for reminding us that we still attract that event. We would be adjourned. Thank you, everyone.